does here.
AJ is like 7'3" as a punter. That makes sense that he get almost a
beautiful hair and a beautiful mustache.
Peyton's like, come on, Dave.
Champions, the AFC once again. We're going to ignore all these guys because you're truly the star of the show. Now, I watched it yesterday, and watching you guys long snap, that's very difficult. People don't understand. How are you so dialed in today?
Well, I mean, that's actually the snap that, all of us practice in the offseason a little bit, but it's really the snap that gets us fired. So,
14 for the AFC. Results in a check down for Davantae, tackled by Jalen Ramsey.
They brought their blitz. Jeremy Reeves there with pressuring Trevor, but Trevor saw quickly, got the ball out in a hurry. Now this is what no run zone, right?
No run zone.
So even if they pressure him, he cannot take off.
We learned that in the first half with the first game with Geno Smith. It must be a pass. He has 4 seconds to throw this. And he does to Davantae Adams. Trevor Lawrence, after a tough first series, bounces back and walks right down the field. 6-6, game 2.
Good answer. You see the ball got tipped there, but the concentration by the Pro Bowler, Davantae Adams, hometown hero here in Las Vegas.
6th consecutive Pro Bowl for Davantae.
Just like the first game, these conversions are going to be the difference in the game. Do you make them or do you miss them?
Not a single person has gone from the 10 for a 2-point conversion thus far. Let's go back to Davantae, a little bit outside of his reach. Ufanga on the coverage. 6-6 here to start game 2, and we will see Jared Goff in the NFC offense for the first time with a full field. Davante's an absolute freak.
Hold my left arm right there.
Hold my left arm. Would have made the catch, he says, because honestly, that's all he does. His route running, his feet.
Well, that last round, he didn't come up with it, but yeah, you put him up there as the best route runner in the NFL.
I mean, a lot of people say top 2, not 2. New home out here in Las Vegas, looking for a new quarterback as well. Boys, smile nice. We just hit a ball. Snoop Dogg is in the middle. It's a good looking lens. And this is a good looking football.
4th down. And take a shot. What a ball there. And the footwork by Stephon Diggs. Hasn't had a big day. Oh, the left foot. But you know what? We've got to have this moment right here.
Bingo. Let's not even worry about it. Definitely not
great throw, great catch.
Great catch. Incredible catch.
Cameras out.
Everybody's taking photos. Here's a memory, boys.
His boys will kill him on post-game when they see the review of that.
They're going for 2 here, and we are close to the 2-minute warning. 18-13 AFC now up because of that touchdown that is not reviewable. 2-minute warning has hit. We will be going to a commercial break. 5-point lead for the AFC here as Stephon Diggs and Trevor Lawrence connect on a 4th and 20 for 45 yards. We find out next week in Phoenix who will have conference supremacy. We find out today in Vegas. Break up by Davantae Davis. They were going for 2 there, and if you do recall, they scored a touchdown right before the 2-minute warning. Wanted to go for 2 to make it a 7-point lead. Remains a 5 because Demario Davis is a dog. See how it goes. Cameras on the field. Eli doesn't care. He said, let's go with a little bit of tempo. 1:30 left in the game.
They're going to remove the weight. I love this strategy, though. Like the NFC, I don't know what didn't make them look over there all the first time. to do this, but obviously now you're still in the AFC strategy, which is smart.
It's better to be slow and smart than to be fast and dumb, right? At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to, Marcus.
Remember, different lineups this time as the big fellas from the AFC and the NFC try to move the chains. The NFC already getting those first down markers ready to go on the right side of your screen in the red. Here comes the AFC trying to pull this 2,000-pound ball.
And it's also when you go, see
Hey, the right side is the weak side.
Both sides have to cross.
You gotta go. You gotta go, NFC.
Looks like NFC's got this, guys.
Yes, this is exactly
The
what you want to
NFC
have.
able to win round 2 at Devin.
Now they're trying to look all smart.
They figured it out.
Yeah, should have did it the last game.
Games. Derek Carr, who's had an interesting year to say the least, will have a chance in his final game to lead the AFC. On the NFC, when they get the ball, we'll see Kirk Cousins of the Vikings.
This is when we're going to see intensity kind of risen a bit. $84,000 to every member of the winning team, $42,000 to every member of the losing team. That's a $42,000 swing. Derek Carr, possibly for the last time in this stadium for a long time. Out of the end zone. Throws to both Mark Andrews and Tyreek Hill. Interesting play call to start this for Peyton Manning. Derek Carr, as of February 15th, will be owed $40 million guaranteed.
Play five. Florida left.
See how quick
Florida left.
Peyton Manning can try to find this rhythm with Derek Carr. Tyler Huntley in the first game, and Peyton and the receivers really clicking. Not as much in that second game as far as the explosive offense.
Second game looked like a Thursday night on Amazon. This one, starting with a bang, Stephon Diggs, who was in the best catch final, was the best catch final loser. Gets a big one here for Derek Carr.
Derek Carr's smart. Remember, he has Davantae Adams, a teammate of his, not just in college, but this past year with the Raiders. But here he decides to look up in space Diggs, and we all know what Diggs can do once he catches the ball. So dangerous. It's like they're bringing us back.
Way back.
Yeah.
Illegal shift, offense, half the distance to the goal, replay second down.
This AFC team needs to lock in. $42,000 on the line, Peyton.
Now remember that last game, this is where DeMarcus Ware, as the defensive coordinator for the NFC, dialed up the blitz with Micah Parsons. And it led to an interception by Jair Alexander and a touchdown. He's not walked up this time. He's going to come from the 7 yards.
Which can happen every single play. Only one blitz can happen per half per team. Derek Carr on 2nd and 23. Drops it off to Mark Andrews. Skirting. Full head of speed. Tackled at the 20-yard line, even though he did not know that. That's the thing about the flags. You don't know if you're tackled or not. You have no clue.
Yeah, and you're better off just keep running, this way he did. Andrews had a big first game, and he was making a ton of plays with his quarterback, Tyler Huntley. I think it's the first time we called his name since early in that first game.
Josh Jacobs there alongside Derek Carr. Both of their futures in this city up in flux. A lot of business combos taking place. Loved talking to him yesterday.
Oh, he's a man. Bet on himself this year. We're talking about how he played in the Hall of Fame game. You don't see any veterans. Of course, with the Raiders opting not to take that 5th-year option, he was motivated to say the least.
Probably staring down a franchise tag. Derek Carr with pressure in his face, throws short of Jamar Chase. That's the first contact we've seen really on a quarterback. Cavante Turpin coming in, getting the pressure.
Interesting change there because of his speed. They didn't blitz him there. They brought him from 7 yards, so you're saving that blitz. But that speed affecting Derek Carr.
14, get the first.
Got to get to the yellow line here for the first time to keep this drive alive, or the NFC takes over.
21-15 is the score.
Got to think you're looking for Davantae Adams, teammate to teammate on this critical 4th down.
Misses Jamar Chase with some pressure in his face. Now the NFC has a first down at the 20 going in. That's Pro Bowl game. Derek Carr out of his end zone yet again. Finds Dawson Knox, can't wiggle past Fred.
You know, with Huntley in the first game, you had mobility. So when this rush got to him, he was able to maneuver around, create, and buy time. And what we saw last game with Trevor Lawrence has athletic ability, but not able to get away. And now with Derek Carr, with Turpin in there, he's got to get the ball out in a hurry.
I think the big thing here is you also got a lot of big football brains that got a chance to experience flag football in the first one. Learn some things, adjust. Ray Lewis is doing just that. Same with DeMarcus Ware. Massive completion to Jamar Chase, setting up a third.
The biggest difference now is the pressure that they're getting, and they're playing a little bit softer, trying not to give up those explosive plays. Remember how it was almost like every play in that first game was a big play downfield.
If you're not here for the first game of the 3-game flag football series, it was fireworks. Buda Baker coming from center field. Picking off Derek Carr on the sideline. What a play from the Arizona Cardinal, who's gritty all over Vegas.
Just like real football, even in flag football, the pass rush is the key to be able to get pressure. Quarterback has to get the ball out of his hands, and there's Baker just reading his eyes, sitting back there in zone.
If we had to project from not having any information, that would be the exact order, and it turns out it is true. The script reads as you think. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, who bombs the ball in celebration.
How about this Vikings to Lions connection, not only for this touchdown, but really in his third game? He's been looking his way, and why not? He's got a nice soft cushion right up here in the slot, and just times it up. Ball gets out of his hands before the defense can make the adjustments, and they get the first touchdown of this game in the third game.
21-21 overall score. Kirk Cousins going for one. Sounds like the AFC defense is not happy.
Ray Lewis fired up.
George Kittle had the opportunity to take the lead for the NFC.
Great job,
It's right for the big fella. It's just something you don't see. A good job there by Cousins, stepping away from that pressure by Maxx Crosby. You can see George, his face was in shock before. I think he's maybe worrying about that back line. Yeah, just started to peak a little bit. Yeah, just started to peak just to be sure, and cost him.
50-yard field here for this 7-on-7 flag football Pro Bowl game showcase. Just kind of took the field in a little bit to the center. Smart idea. Still the same width, 53 1/3 yards. A lot of room for activities on the offense side of the ball.
Derek Carr can get it going, right? First couple series, NFC defense has gotten him off the field.
Had that one completion, illegal shift, brought them all the way back. Josh Jacobs now handed the rock. Can't go broke. A broke picking up a profit. That's the second run of the day for either team.
Play seven.
Pass heavy flag football. Play 7 is the one for 2nd and 10. Says Peyton Manning and Derek Carr. Play action. Carr on the move. Straight to Jamar Chase. Touchdown AFC.
He wants to go celebrate. He's bringing everybody with him.
Team. I don't know what was about to happen there. Excited to see it unfold.
How about the design rollout? The pressure's been causing problems for Carr, so they designed to get him away from that. There's Peyton deciding, hey man, we can't, the pressure getting to Derek Carr, affecting the confidence maybe, ball's getting out a little bit too fast, rolls him away from it, and then finds that soft spot in the zone.
Derek Carr, gritty. Love seeing that. The smile on his face in this stadium earlier this week in the Raiders practice facility has been something I think a lot of fan bases look at and say, would love to have that guy representing.
Just how he handled the entire situation his last couple weeks with the Raiders, kept all of his thoughts and just his emotions in check.
Had Jamar Chase. Ops for Tyreek Hill in the back. They cannot connect. Great coverage by Diggs. Tyreek probably held. seemingly happens on every play. He's the fastest human on earth.
Oh, there's a little hold there. Still got it in there, by the way.
Great ball by Derek Carr. Tyreek normally makes that catch. But today, with $42,000 on every single play, ball looks a little smaller sometimes.
Because even when you faked it, he froze. Yep. Yeah, you got a chance to get it off.
Yep.
Like the play action Peyton and Derek Carr talking about.
Yeah, love that rollout.
Good route.
Kind of got a read. They did a zone read with Trevor Lawrence last game.
For a touchdown.
Kirk Cousins now. Gonna have to answer with 35 seconds left in the half. Swing.
He threw it downfield to Jefferson. This time, Patrick Surtain stays back. But there's his answer. Positive yards. You're either going to take the throwaway and he's going to run it, or you come up and he goes over your head.
Remember, only one first down on the whole field. It's 20 yards away from the original drive start, and they just picked it up with a completion to Carr Juszczyk. First down, NFC up 1 point here in the second half.
Cousins led the NFL with 7 comeback wins this season. Trying to come back one more time here in this Pro Bowl flag football game where they trailed 21-15 to start the game.
Kevin O'Connell coming over to the Vikings this year was certainly a burst of good luck. Justin Jefferson with 2 shakes and a go, picking up where he and Kirk left off this regular season.
Apple 11.
Love Apple 11. This is the one.
Apple 11. Good time. Wide 80. Waist up.
Kittle over the middle to make up for the drop from earlier. Touchdown to the San Francisco 49er faithful legend. Quick floss for the kids of Fortnite.
We've seen the Niners really step up here on this drive. Chance with Juszczyk, and now Kittle gets into the end zone. One throw, and there's that competitive spirit by Kirk Cousins. Big conversion coming up right here.
Kirk Cousins, a lot of pride in being the guy who's the third-game quarterback for this NFC team. Money's on the line. Kirk wants the ball. Love that, because just a couple years ago, people would not have expected that. A lot of chatter about Kirk throughout his entire career. All he does is ball. Outrunning Maxx Crosby. Conversion to Jefferson. Sideline, certainly a disadvantage. We have his microphone on still, though. Don't know how technology works. Josh Jacobs can throw this, throws it back to Derek Carr. Derek Carr with a shot to Stephon Diggs, who caught the ball with his knee on the ground, which will be spotted at the 8. Creative flag football play right there.
Yeah. Remember, Josh Jacobs, he was telling us yesterday in practice that right pinky is still an issue for him, something he dealt with late in the year against the Rams, an injury. So it's hard to make that throw, but he's able to get it back to his quarterback, Carr, who makes the throw downfield.
Switch it. Hey, Josh.
Love the design from Peyton. Love the thought. Get the lateral to the running back so you can extend the play clock. Derek scrambling. $42,000 on every person on the team. You know they're thinking about that when the ball's coming in.
Close. Look at Derek Carr he knew who he's throwing to. That should be automatic in his mind, right? Who's he going to dial up here? He's got his teammate Davantae Adams, I guess you should say former teammate. Davantae Adams to the far right.
Still technically on the roster.
Yeah.
Foregone conclusion, they say. Josh Jacobs just shook his own flag off of his waist. I wonder what the ruling is on that. I believe you're down immediately upon losing a flag.
Yep.
14. Come here.
Third and goal on the 4. This is the no-run zone. They will not be able to run the ball with Josh Jacobs here.
14.
Then we'll play 14.
In cut. Out there.
Derek Carr just said it, in cut.
He told his running back to the far left he wants it in cut.
Hey.
Got 2 outs and a go on the right side.
The pressure we talked about affecting Carr. I mean, they're getting after him again with Turpin. Davantae Turpin. See how he's within 7 yards. He's up tight, so that is a blitz.
And you heard him say you can't do that again. Only one of those per half, and that was when DeMarcus Ware chose to use it. Now we have 4th down. 4-3-1-40 certainly helps whenever you're trying to get to a quarterback that has nobody blocking for it.
Down 8, 3.5 to go. Say this is a must score for the AFC.
Derek Carr in Vegas to Dawson Knox for a touchdown at the Pro Bowl games. No time to celebrate, says Peyton Manning, who's going to have to find his best 2-point play, but here's Derek Carr making a play.
He's matched up there against, you can argue, the best linebacker in the NFL right now, Freddie Warner. And he gave him enough of a cushion and made it easy to get to the outcut and find that soft spot. And a good throw. Snoop fired up.
We're doing play 12.
Snoop brings the sunglasses up. That's when you know it's real.
Josh, you're outside.
So they will be at the 10. First time we've seen this today, right?
Play 12 right
Second time, I do believe.
Okay.
But you're right. Not a lot of 2-point attempts for either of the teams today. 1 point from the 5, 2 from the 10, obviously.
This is the time.
Throw to Josh Jacobs. We have time. Almost a pick to Buddha. Covering Davantae. 2-point game we have. 2 minutes, 13 seconds left in running.
I'm just going to guess here that is not what Peyton envisioned. Down 2. Maybe get it to Jacobs, get it back to Derek Carr, but I don't think you want Josh Jacobs with that right pinky throwing the ball into that kind of coverage.
I mean, he threw the ball pretty tight there, you know, and if you do recall, whenever he hurt his pinky, Josh McDaniels called a throw to play immediately afterwards.
Yeah.